This is another section of the yarn dungeon that I've recently reorganized. Kind of just went through everything to see what I have in my yarn vault. There's a lot of times where I'm sure you can relate to this. I get specific yarn for a specific project, and then I'll have like one hank of yarn left. Put it on my shelf, I'll find use for it another time, and then it just kind of sits here. So I went through and organized based on the weight of yarn. I felt like that would be a little bit easier for me to, like, if I have a specific project in mind, I'm using a specific weight of yarn. Okay, here are my options. So behind me, and these two rows, I have fingering weight yarn. Oh, also these as well. Like the minis are all fingering weight yarn. So I put those together, and then I have these little tiny pumpkin bowls that I put them in. I don't know what it is about mini hanks of yarn, but they're so fun. So I'm surprised that I even have any left. So all of these fingering weight yarn over here, this is the yarn that is the blue sky fiber. So a lot of it is going to be used for my fiber fright night blanket, but some of the colors, like this one, I just really loved. And I picked up whatever they had at the store. So there happened to be 3 hanks. This one is called Cranberry Compote. Honestly, I think this would be best to save for Xmas season. I think that would be a fantastic color for that. So this is all worsted weight, including I do have some cotton as well. Another thing that I had big plans for this summerween, and it just never happened. So I got black and white and cotton pullovers, crop tops, cardigans, sweaters, things like that. And they're still here. So obviously that never happened. We're just going to keep them all in this area. Then up here is DK weight yarn and worsted weight yarn. These ones are hand dyed. So from Muse 2320, this I ended up using for Xmas season, for garland and ornaments and stockings. And I only have 3 of these left, and that's something that she hasn't restocked in her store for quite a while. So yeah, these ones are pretty special up here. And then on this side, I have all of my roving yarn. Like anything else that I had in the yarn dungeon, I collected it all in one area. So this is stuff that I'm going to get going on. I have a very specific project in mind for this. I'm not going to play around with roving at this moment. I just wanted to make sure that it's all in one area and I remember it's here. If I'm not spinning it up, I want to have it as decor and be able to come down to the yarn dungeon with my cup of coffee, which, okay, look at this cup. One of my favorite thrift finds. This was actually in a JCPenney's box, and I don't think it says it on the bottom, but I love the neon colors for Halloween. So I made my pumpkin spice latte, came down to the yarn dungeon, and I had a specific project in mind, but then I saw the roving, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do that today. But no, that's just kind of what happens with me. I have a lot of different projects in mind at any given moment in time. And like, that's the main reason that I wanted all of this out, because a lot of these are yarn that I've got for a specific project, and then I only have one hank of it left. Okay, like this one right here, this was from the snood that I ended up making this January, actually. 2 of these left, but it was for a specific project, and then I was like, okay, I don't need any more of this, so I'm gonna put it on my shelf here. This one as well, this is actually just a solo one. The color Puck in Starling 2-ply and Sparkle. Very subtle sparkle, especially when I work this up. It's not like totally shimmery, totally sparkle. You have to kind of catch it right in the sunlight, which is something that I love that Muse 2320 does. It's not such an aggressive sparkle. It's just a subtle little bit. This was from a very grim year with Muse. Yeah, my yarn subscription, that was 1 hank of yarn every single month. It's called the 3 Army Surgeons. Sarah ended up pulling from the Brothers Grimm story and then drawing inspiration from a story every single month. The Haunting is going on this year, which that one I am doing in DK weight yarn, and I have one of them right here. I'm super behind on this one as well, but I'm doing a single square with that and hoping to kind of tie it all together to make a throw blanket at the end of the year. It's a granny square. I feel like when I roll into November, December, that's going to be something that I'm going to want to do. You know what I mean? It's like a granny square. When I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Or if I'm sitting down and watching a movie, it's a solid granny square. everywhere. I've made that over and over many, many times, so I don't really need to do much to it. This one is the House of Seven Gables. So I didn't put these with the rest of my collection because I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. But all the rest of these, I have no plans. Like absolutely no plans. And they're just sitting here waiting for me to figure out something to do with them. So that is what I was thinking about as I was reorganizing last night, which led me down a rabbit hole of what is something that I like working up, I'm just drawn to all the time consistently. I would love to have more pieces, or like I can make as many of these pieces as possible and I would never get tired of this project. Immediately what came to mind was socks. I don't get tired of it. And I also have my sock knitting machine, and that's something that I haven't worked with in quite a while. If I'm going to be super honest, I think the last time I cast on a sock was, I want to say last year with my sock knitting machine, which is just a shame because I love my sock knitting machine. The thing that happened, and I know this about myself, is when I was reorganizing, I took my sock machine from a designated area. I had it on a table. I had a cart full of all the accessories that I needed for the knitting machine, and I put it away. If I come down to the yarn dungeon and I don't see it, it's just not something that pops into my head, or I'm like, okay, that's going to be a little bit of a bother because I have to pull everything out. I just want to get going in a project. So I kind of just not avoided, but I just didn't think about it as much as I really should. And I want to change that. So what I thought would be fun is to go through my fingering weight yarn, because that's what I need to use for my sock knitting machine. Pick out 13 hanks of yarn, wrap them up, do a little mystery hank, have them placed on my shelf here. Each week I can pull out one. Not only does it give me a little bit of dopamine because it's like, oh, it's a surprise. Also, I feel like it would encourage me to just do it more, knowing that I have 13 of them wrapped up. Potentially, I could get them all done before Halloween. I could have some new cozy socks to wear for Fiber Fright nights, wrapped up in my blanket, watching horror movies, and a new pair of socks with coffee. Obviously, coffee. Okay, so here are all my potentials. Actually, I think this is DK weight yarn. Yeah, you don't belong there. That would have been amazing though. That colorway. Okay, I feel like we need to start with a red one. Just has to. I have a lot of them, but this one in particular, okay, this is drawing my attention. I'm not entirely sure what the name of this one is, but it's from Muse 2320. But Hexmas season is when I'm thinking this one came out. Now, do we need sparkle? Is that a question? In this crimson red? Yes. Okay. So these ones are all Muse 2320, whether or not they have the label on them or not. I know that they came from Muse 2320. The ones down here are all different. So I have like Crow and Crescent yarn. This was a special colorway that they come out with each month. And then, oh, I have this one in the color Dracula. The thing is, I don't know if I want to use these for socks. I mean, yes, I would love the color in socks, but I got them specifically for a tank top. I don't know. We'll come back to that one. Okay, so I have two of the red. Do we need to do orange for like a pumpkin pair of socks with the tweed? Yeah, I like this color too. I wonder if this is something that she still has in store. Okay, so far, these three colors, they would even look good together. The green one, since we're doing pumpkin theme. Because here's the thing, for me, on the sock knitting machine, I don't need all of this yarn for a full pair of socks for myself. I always end up having a little bit extra, and I have some of the cones with yarn on it still. I don't remember where they're at. I think I put that all in one section. So I have a little cart that has all the accessories that I need for my sock knitting machine. Typically, I just have my size on there, unless I'm making it in the winter season and I'm doing it for gifts, then I'll take that part off if I need to adjust the sizing. But otherwise, I'm just making them for me. Okay, I'm getting distracted. 4. There we go. 4, and then is there anything else up here? I feel like I would just do all of the red, you know? Oh, this one is actually called Tomatoes. Muse 2320 did a Victory Garden round of colorways, pulling that one and then doing little tomato appliques on the outside of it. I do like this moody color. which is called Mind Flayer. It's a very dark academia colorway. Should I do a tweed in the red? The tweed, it's just such a classic base. And especially if I'm getting these done close to the winter season, winter and tweed, those just go together. How many did I say? 2, 4, 6, 7. That's pretty good. What is this color even? Do I have the tag on it? Yes, I do. Oh, this is also part of a very grim year. So yeah, I didn't do very good with my subscription. The girl with no hands. I don't know for a pair of socks. So maybe we'll save that one for another day. What is this one? Oh no, it's like coming undone. Ooh, it's like paint splattered all over it. Kind of witchy. Okay, I feel like we should do this one for sure. Let me twist it up real quick. I know that's not perfect, but at least it's all held together so I can wrap it up and it's not going to completely fall apart once I open everything. This one is, I don't know, looks like a mocha. Oh, actually, because there's little bits of mossy green in it, it's giving over the garden wall vibes. What do we think about that one? Yeah. So right off the bat, I love this one. Dark moody blue and black. It's like a walk through the graveyard colorway. There we go, number 10. Oh, we have another purple. This one is all put together, ready to go for socks, and I can use this for the toe. Oh, you know what? Because I do have a lot of options, like a bunch of random mini hanks, and then I could do the toe and heel a totally different color if I want to. I mean, there are no rules for this at all. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. Other times, I just like having it being one piece because on the sock, it's kind of seamless. For me, I'm very particular with wearing socks. If it lays weird or I can feel the knot where the yarn connects together, I just can't be bothered with them, and then they just sit in my drawer and I don't wear them anymore. I'm feeling like I want to use this Killer Clown vibes with the sparkle and the neon splatters. There we go. Oh, actually, what is this one? From the Witch Fiber Festival, Call of the Deep. Neon splatters everywhere. Okay, let's do that one as well. So I got some of this. I don't know if it's technically wrapping paper or if it's considered craft paper, but whatever. I don't know. I just liked the feel of it and the fact that it wasn't shiny. There's bats, pumpkins, candles, witches' hats, brooms, cauldrons all over it. So I'm going to be excited to come down in the yarn dungeon and pick one of these. Wrap them all, obviously, in the same thing. That way they'll look exactly identical and I'll have no idea what color is in here. I thought about numbering them just to kind of remember what it was, but you know what? No, it's just going to be a total mystery. And every week I'll just have a little bit of fun that way. I thought I could just put these back onto the shelf where they were, but one, I still have yarn on that shelf, and two, because of the way that I wrap them, they're a little bit longer than they were before, so now I need to clean and reorganize one last shelf that I have, which is like the very top, and I think I'm just going to lay them like this, which also will make it a little bit easier for me to just randomly pick one, because even though I tried to wrap them as close as possible, I mean, some of them were just a little bit different. The paper was laying a little differently, so they don't look entirely identical, though if you were to say, okay, what's in this one? I have no idea. Genuinely no idea. The only one that I probably know is the one that has the mini hank in it, and thinking back on it, I should have just taken that mini hank out and just wrapped the main hank of yarn, but it's already done, and then next week I can start working up all of these hanks of yarn, making some socks, getting ready for Halloween. So yeah, thanks for spending the day with me in the yarn dungeon. If this is something that you're gonna do with your stash of yarn, a mystery de-stash, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.